What's up guys, Jake Hutton from Fitness Culture. Today we're gonna be going over a chin-up progression. If you've never been able to do a chin-up, this progression is definitely gonna be able to get you to do your first chin-up in the next 8 weeks. I've done this with tons of CrossFitters that were working their pull-ups for 5 years, and then within 8 weeks they got one. I've done this with 300-pound offensive linemen, and they were able to do chin-ups as well. So let's get right into it and go over what we do for this progression. Or the biggest tool that people don't usually use for pull-ups that they're missing and why they can't do a pull-up is they don't work the eccentric portion first. So that's a huge part of getting your first pull-up. You're always gonna be able to control more weight on the eccentric. And so for a pull-up, having someone help you up there and control the eccentric is gonna get you strong really fast. The first thing though is not gonna be the eccentric. It's going to be just a static pull-up. So we do these for a couple weeks. And what that's gonna be is it's gonna be a static hold at the top of the chin up. So what you're gonna do, obviously you can't do a chin up yet. So what you're gonna do is either do a step up and you can just grab yourself into position, or if you wanted to, Brody would hang on the bar, and then I'm just gonna help him up, and then we're just gonna hold for 30 seconds. For a lot of people even, a 30-second static hold is just not gonna be attainable. So you can either, if you have an assisted pull-up, use the least amount possible, or you can use a band. And so the way that we would want you to use a band on this one is to not put it around your foot, just put it around your knee, so it's only helping you a little bit at the top. Toss your knee in it. Really, you want to do the lightest band possible. And then you're just gonna hold chin over bar for 30. So after 2 weeks of the static holds, then we're gonna do 2 weeks of slow eccentric training. And we're talking really slow. Try to do a 30-second negative, and it's just gonna be 1 rep, 30 seconds from top to bottom, so you're barely gonna be moving. Same thing, if you can't go a full 30 seconds, you're gonna grab a band to help you. The next part of the progression that we're gonna do is combining the eccentric with the concentric. So we're gonna control it down, and then you're gonna have someone help you back up, but just like minimal help on the way back up. We do usually about 6 reps with a 4-count negative. You can start the first week of the 2 weeks of this type of training with a band if you wanted to. For the last part of our 8-week progressions, the goal is basically to do a regular tempo, how you would want to do a chin-up, but just take off some of your body weight. Ideally, if you have at your gym, to use an assisted pull-up machine. If you're in a CrossFit gym or something like that, you're obviously gonna need to grab a band, but just make sure you're grabbing the lightest band possible, or you can use a partner. All right guys, so that's our 8-week chin-up progression. It works great. If you try it out, I promise you're gonna be getting a chin-up by the end of 8 weeks. But with that said, that's not the only thing you're doing every week for 8 weeks, all right? So that would be 1 day of the week, and you're gonna be doing other exercises on that day for your back as well. And then we normally would add an extra day during that week, which is gonna be more of a high volume day, where you would grab a band and try to rep out maybe like sets of 15 with a really heavy band, just to get yourself used to that movement on the chin up. And then you'd be doing other high volume movements as well for your back. If you wanna check out how we would lay out the first 4 weeks of this progression, there's a link in the description. You can download this program and try it out for yourself. If you guys like this content, go ahead and like it, subscribe, and I appreciate you guys tuning in.